Hello and welcome to another episode of the Construction Corner podcast. I'm Dillon, I'm your host, and today, guys, I would like to talk a little bit about time management. So here lately, we are experiencing an explosion of growth in the engineering company, and it's been awesome, right? It's been a wild ride. And so with that growth comes a lot of challenges, and especially around your calendar, your time, because you have projects to get out, things to do. And so a lot of the kind of ancillary things that I've been doing or we're on, I continue to reevaluate. Is this worth my time? Is this worth putting into? Am I really making a difference here? Can somebody else make a bigger difference than I am serving here or there? And so it's been one of those things that for many of you in doing a lot of things, frankly, you're probably not busy enough or going after enough projects or having something that is a couple things. One, somebody that is completely dedicated to going and finding new business, which helps a ton for them to be dedicated in that, compensated for that, and something that they actually like enjoy doing. A lot of us like business development or talking to clients is something that comes like we don't really want to do it. It's one of those. I do love our contractors and clients, but really I want to work on projects. So if everything is in nature of a project or how we can help solve those problems and not just sitting at a conference or sitting at an expo booth or some of those places, like we'll do it. That's how we generate business. But at the same time, like I just love solving problems a ton. Like it is the thing I love more than anything else is solving a problem. Again, because of our growth, we have to really evaluate what we're going to do and who we are ultimately going to help. With that, for me, it's been a lot of travel to client sites, a lot of travel to conferences, a lot of speaking that I've taken on for different organizations to talk about BIM or construction or getting younger people into the trades, going to a lot of these construction management classes at universities or whatever to talk about construction, what it's like, how the industry works, answer questions, that kind of stuff. That will slow down for me here in 2026 just because of how like many projects and clients we've taken on, how big some of the projects that we have coming up, and just the opportunities for us in doing it. And where I think a lot of firms have gone wrong or not positioned themselves well is one, they don't go and speak at all, right? They don't go out and talk to a lot of the market. They don't really have a good feel of what's going on in other construction firms. They don't talk to guys across the industry. It is like they are pigeonholed into their little box of whatever. And for most engineering firms and for most of my career, like I had no idea what other engineering firms were working on or doing. Unless I saw the building going up, like I had no idea what other construction is going on around town or in a given area or location, right? Like I had to visually see it. And then even in the firms that I worked in, man, I didn't even know some of the projects that the firm was doing because you're so just blinders on to your own projects and what's going on in your own little world. So with a lot of this, it's been so not only fulfilling, super fulfilling to go and talk to these guys, really hear about the industry, be more connected to contractors and the boots on the ground, the guys that have a real feel of what's happening, at least in their markets for construction. Like that has been just an awesome thing to experience and work through and work with these contractors. So one, most engineering firms like don't speak at any conferences. They don't go out and do any things with contractors. Again, we are built for design and build, right? And working directly with contractors and understand their process and procurement and all those types of things. So one, we understand that. Two, we're speaking at different industries and across the country, right? I did one in Florida here this year. I've spoken in Wisconsin. I've spoke for apprentices in California. Like doing all these different talks and presentations and having the ability to talk to contractors all across the country has been just super awesome. So one, doing that, going out and speaking. Two, talking to actual contractors on the ground. And then three, for me, just again, with how many projects that we've taken on, this also is like going to career fairs, talking to students, right, on the engineering side. What do they want in an internship? What do they want in a full-time opportunity? What are they looking for? Which has been, again, also very rewarding, and being able to talk to the next generation and what they want out of a company, where they want to work, what locations do they want, what perks and benefits are they looking for. Those are all kinds of things that have been really interesting to me, in going out there, again, having the opportunity to talk to guys that are doing it or wanting to get into the field and what they're looking for. And then with that, it's also, okay, where can I make, now that my plate has become extremely full, right? Working 12, 14-hour days, 7 days a week, like what are the other things that need to get cut off of my plate? What can be handled by somebody else? What position do we need to handle? What marketing efforts need to be handled by somebody else? Where can we hire other engineers, and how do we structure their time, and what projects can they take off of my plate to do? How do we handle some of these other pieces in accounting and finance and billing management? What does that look like? So that, again, my time as director of engineering can be focused on purely engineering projects, proposals, estimating, and getting all of that out there, so that we can, again, continue to win more work, distribute it to the team, and everyone's able to do that, right? So it's like director of engineering / chief project manager for all of our projects, to get that out and to the team. So I really hope that all of you can be this busy to have your plates fully loaded with projects. I hope that you're able to have the systems and processes in place to do all of that. And then to still know that, like, I am still recording content on a regular basis, filling the podcasts, filling all of our social channels, right? Helping contractors do what we do with vertical design services. It's been an awesome ride for us, and really see what this company can become in helping contractors across the country with their projects. Super rewarding to be here and help so many electrical contractors to get projects they might not have otherwise won, to work with an engineering team that understands, like, their procurement process, that works with them on lighting vendors and gear vendors, and how to do things, to work back and forth with options on efficiency or what they could or couldn't do for their project. So again, just a lot of things that we've had the opportunity and privilege to be a part of in working with our contractor partners. So that's really my time management thing, is, again, pick the things that are going to be the most productive uses of your time, the things that you're also going to get a lot of fulfillment out of. There's still a lot of community events and organizations that, frankly, I will probably never see a dollar or a dime from, but, like, serving on my local chamber is something that I feel I can help try to give back to the community in some way. And yeah, some of the time it is extremely frustrating to be a part of those organizations, but I live here. I'm going to be a part of it and do my part to help and serve on the board, and once a month give a couple hours to the organization. I think that's a fair trade for me. Again, I will never see any return out of it, more than likely, but that is totally fine, right? Like, I'm not expecting anything out of it, and it's my way for community service to help our community be better, right? Be a place that people want to live in some way, shape, or form, right? Through events or things that the community can be excited about every year. I think that's pretty cool. So with that, guys, find the things you're passionate about, audit your time, audit where you spend it, and you'll be a lot happier for it. So without further ado, that is this episode of the Construction Corner podcast. Until next time.